Is your toilet running slow? Well, if it is, you shouldn't have a hard time catching it. But seriously, if your toilet's running slow and it's taking a while to refill, you want to get yourself one of these Korky refill valves. This is a universal quick fill toilet fill valve. All right, let me go ahead and show you how to install this thing in your toilet. If your toilet's refilling slowly, you may need to replace your fill valve. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go ahead and replace this thing, and we'll see if we can get the water to fill up a little bit faster with a new fill valve on here. You can go ahead and turn the water off down here, but these things typically break when you go to turn the water off. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the water off on the side of the house. So I'm just going to turn the water off here at the faucet. Go ahead and crank it up there. Looks like that's not a whole lot of water left in there. That should be good. Go ahead and turn this off to be safe so we don't accidentally turn it back on and cause a flood. Alright, I got the water shut off, so I'm going to go ahead and drain the rest of this out of here. Now's a good time to clean this up in here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of wipe everything down real good. Kind of got a little bit of crud under here, built up. We'll get out what we can here with a little tub, but it's not that big of a deal. If you want to get out a wet vac, you can really clean it out good if you want. Just want to get out those little floaties and any particulates in there. Might as well clean it out real nice. Once we unscrew this, whatever water's left in here is just going to go into the bucket anyway, so this will make it a little bit less messy. Alright, that's good enough. Now we'll put this bucket under the fill valve so that when we disconnect it, the rest of that water in there will leak into the bucket. If you don't put a bucket under there, all this little bit of water that's left here will end up on the floor and make a little bit of a mess. We just want to disconnect this down here. We have a few things on here. We have a bidet plugged on here. So we got to unplug a few things here. Got that. And then we'll have to, normally you wouldn't need any tools to do this, but we do gotta, I think we're gonna have to unplug this here. I have to, oh no, that comes off by hand. Alright. We have an extra fitting on here for our bidet that we need to unscrew. Got that. Now there's one more here. Don't know if we need a wrench for that one. Doesn't seem to want to come loose right here, so we'll get a wrench for that one. So I'm going with a number 10 wrench, fully open, seems to be the right size. And then when you put it down here, you push it away from you, and that would be the direction you need to that's the direction you need to turn it to loosen it. So it looks like you're going clockwise, but remember you're upside down. So this is the way you turn it. And then make sure you have your bucket there because you're dripping some of that dirty water out of there. I'm holding it with a wrench on the bottom and then unscrewing it up here. Or you can hold it steady and then unscrew it with the wrench down here. But it doesn't want to come loose by hand. Here's what that looks like under there. And that's where I was saying a number 10, fully opened, fits in there really good. All right, we're gonna go with the replacement. We're gonna go with the Korky, and it's the #1 made in USA toilet repair brand. And so this is a universal quick fill toilet fill valve. So we're gonna put this toilet fill valve in there. So you can see what it looks like here. We're going to go ahead and use, comes a little baggie full of parts here. And the instructions say this goes on the bottom, and you can read that. It says, see if I can get that in the light there. It says this side up, kind of hard to read there. But so this would go on the bottom of the toilet. And then we'll screw into here, and it says hand tight. So we're going to go ahead and put it in here. Just drop this down in here. And then we'll screw this in from the bottom. Shouldn't need any wrenches or any tools or anything. Just make it hand tight. And then the directions say for mowing, you want this to be even with the top of this here. So we're going to turn this here, and that tightens it. Turn it here, and this loosens it. And we want this line to be even with that. So we tighten that, and then we'll use this same filler hose here. The hose that comes with it's a little bit hard to fit in here, so we're just going to use this one. Now we'll just rehook everything up, and we'll turn the water back on. And so it comes with directions here. You just follow all your directions here. You turn the water off either at the wall or outside at your faucet. You unscrew everything, and you have a bucket down here to catch your water. And then you unscrew this, which I wasn't able to do. I had to use a wrench. And then you unscrew this and take it out. And then it shows you how you do this. You spin it, you twist counterclockwise to hold it. Twist it counterclockwise, and then you're able to slide it up, and then you push it back clockwise to tighten it. And it says for mowing, and then it says for Mansfield only, you want to do the line right there. If I said mowing earlier, I meant Mansfield. And then it's got the directions here how to lock it. It says that's a lock valve. That's what it looks like when it's locked, when you twist it clockwise. And then it says hand tighten only. Warning, don't over tighten it. This is a little more complicated because we had to put this piece on for our bidet. Then we'll hook up the water to the bottom of that fitting and hook our bidet hose in here. So if you were installing this without the bidet, you would go straight here into the fitting under here. You would go straight from here, this one, straight up here to that. But we have this extra part on here. Make sure everything's tight in there. And then we'll turn the water back on and see what our fill level is and check for leaks. All right, let's see if it works. Yeah, it seems to flush good. And it seems to refill all right. Now we'll see what the toilet level looks like in the bowl. Go ahead and put the lid back on. Okay, there's our water level there. I've seen some people say they'll mark it with a pencil to get it just right. But since we measured this up here, since the directions said to measure from here to here, I think we're going to be good. We'll just use that as our measurement. And then it's just a matter of making sure everything's hand tight, and then checking for leaks and making sure everything's good. So there you go. That's how you fix your toilet fill valve. This is the Korky Universal Quick Fill Toilet Fill Valve. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my plumbing playlist right here, I got a lot of DIY plumbing videos in there that you might enjoy. Are you still here? Well, if you're still here, you might as well like and subscribe and all that good stuff.